So in this walkthrough, we're going to go ahead and create a custom display template. In this case, we're going to create a custom control template. One of the things we always want to do is always create a display template from an existing display template. There's just no reason to try to create it on our own. There's enough little subtleties that could be really painful that it's just not worth doing. So what I've already done here in SharePoint Designer is I'm in the underscore catalogs, master page, display templates, content web part folder, because at this point I want to just use a content search web part existing display template because that's what I'm going to be creating. So I'm going to create a copy of the control list.html file. So I'm going to right click that and click on copy. I only need the .html file. I do not need the JS file. SharePoint's going to manage that for me. And by copying it, SharePoint's also going to remember the content type information. So when I paste this file somewhere else, SharePoint's going to automatically know that this is supposed to be a control display template that's associated for content search web parts. In another tab, I already have open up a subfolder I created in the master page gallery called demo properties. And within demo properties, I already created a display templates folder. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to paste my display template here. Now what's interesting, as long as your display template is in the master page gallery, you can go ahead and put it basically wherever you want. What's important is going to be the content type. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and rename this file though as well. I'm going to call it demo control mix it up.html, and the mix it up we will deal with in a future demo. So I'll go ahead and I will save that. And once this saves, I'm going to go ahead and refresh. And what we're going to notice is SharePoint automatically created that JavaScript file for me, which is just great. So now we're going to go and look at this in the browser because I want to go ahead and make a few changes to that control template. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the master pages and page layouts and site settings to get to the master page gallery. I can see my demo property folder. I can see the display templates folder. And within here, we can now see the file that I created. Now let's quickly go back to SharePoint Designer. And what I want to do is I want to show you something here. I'm going to go ahead and edit that HTML file. And I want to look at the title at the top. We'll get into the makeup of a display template in a little bit, but in a future demo, but I want to go ahead and just show this one particular title here. It's currently title of list. So let's go ahead and close that. Let's go back to the browser, and we're going to go ahead and check this file out. And we're going to go ahead and edit its properties. So we're going to edit the control template. So we can see our content type is right, but the title is not really what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and rename this to demo mix it up. We could change the description if we wanted. We can make it available in other results if we so chose. I'm going to go ahead and leave all the other settings the same. I'm going to save this, and then we're going to go ahead and check this in, and we'll check in a major version. Anytime you create a control or item display template, one of the first things you're going to want to do is in fact change the title. That way you can actually find your display template in the display template list of your web part. Otherwise it will be, if we had checked this in this control template, we would have found two list control templates, which would not have made much sense. So by changing the name, we can go and find that. Let's go back to SharePoint Designer, and if we go ahead and edit in advanced mode, what we're going to see here is that the title automatically got updated. So SharePoint helps maintain that. A quick little review of what's happening here. All of these other document properties, if you drilled into this, you'll find that a lot of the properties here are the exact same values as we found when we were trying to edit that control template in the browser. So a lot of our document properties for that are just stored here as well. So you can go ahead and easily create your own control templates, item templates, and all the rest that are available by finding from an existing display template. You can go ahead and just copy and paste that, make a few little changes, and you now have your own custom display template, which we can then modify, which we will do in another demo.